Shocker, we had another great month in Calgary and area real estate. Tune in for the full update. Welcome back to another market update with us on Redline TV. Again, I'm Darren Langille, one of the founders here at Redline, and I'm your host for these monthly market updates. In this video, I'll be summarizing the key facts and provide my takeaways for the November 2021 data that was just released by the Calgary Real Estate Board. Let's go. Now, consistency is the word of the day right now. Ever since July, we have been managing monthly sales numbers of over 2,100. This is unprecedented. As realtors, we always talk about the seasonal trends that occur, and as a result, we advise our clients around them. Well, this year, it's been different. There has been yet to have a cooling off period in our market. We just hit 2,110 sales, the second highest November sales ever recorded. Only one better is going back to 2005. Here is that 15-year trended sales graph for you once again. It's flying much higher than anything that we've seen along that entire graph. It's just not hard to see how much of a gap 2021 has brought. To put this into a little more context, when comparing to last year, our last 7 months of sales here outpaced the complete year of 2020. It's simply nutty. This is occurring across all price points, all property types, literally all districts, and then all satellite markets around Calgary. And when we look closer at the numbers, the biggest uptick is in the household price averages above benchmark. This year, a large bulk of sales are transpiring in the upper price ranges of each individual market. So to wrap up the sales summary, nothing seems to be slowing things down. There is some indication that this late year pace is a result of home buyers looking to get into the market prior to the presumed mortgage rate increases. But between you and I, this would only be a minor bump, not one that would sustain such a high pace. The powers at work here are much greater than just a small interest rate hike. There's simply confidence in our market from greater Calgarians. There continues to be increased confidence in our market from outside of Calgary, from Canadians looking for adventure and affordability in their next move, and also from abroad, such as ranking on a recent publication at the top Canadian city to relocate to by money.co.uk. Check out the headline. So sales summary is all thumbs up right now. Now let's talk about the inventory story. As we would expect, seasonally, inventory is doing what it's supposed to do. It's dropping month over month. We currently sit at 3,922 homes on the market, and this is set to drop probably near record bottom levels throughout the month of December. Here is that 15-year chart for you to reference once again. This is now a reduction of about 900 homes from just 30 days ago. Now again, without sounding like a broken record, this reduction is not for the lack of trying by us as greater Calgarians. We once again, as you can see by this next graph, have been listing more homes than any other year in our recent memory. Again, consistency is the word of the day. There are less properties on the market for buyers to look at and sellers to then compete against than last year in all property types. It doesn't matter whether it's detached, semis, rows, apartments, or in any of the satellite markets. There is no single market holding more inventory than last year right now. And most are seeing drastic reductions of 30% all the way up to 60%, like in the case of Cochrane right now. Okay, it's pricing time. With supply and demand doing what it's been doing, we can expect only one thing: good news for our home values. If you look at this graph, which shows a blue bar graph for total inventory, and it shows a green bar for sales. When supply comes down, as it's showing, and sales remain flat, the only option is for prices to hold, or in our case, keep going up, even though it's supposed to be that mid-winter price slump time for our market. This month, we finished again by hitting a new high for benchmark prices for the year. Prices are up everywhere, and and in every property type and every price range. Here is the district graph showing the city center sitting there in the middle. It's had a year-over-year gain right now of 3.4. And then every other district all around it, at least 8% year-over-year benchmark sales price growth. Then now we'll flip up this rural chart showing something similar, except from as low as 5% gain all the way up to a year-over-year gain of 17% in Strathmore. Damn. It could not be a better scenario for Greater Calgary real estate than the one that we're writing right now. It's all smiles. So yes, sit there, smile with me. It's good news. Okay, so let me wrap up with just a few extra thoughts before letting you go. The question comes to mind to me when I'm looking at all of this stuff is, how low will we go? And I'm thinking about this in terms of our total active inventory, homes on the market. We've had a great year, yes. We've shook off all that rust that our market built up since 2014, but we have not experienced near that ultra low inventory in that insane set of bidding wars many of the other Calgary markets like the GTA and the Greater Vancouver markets experience. But if the total number of homes remains low and goes even lower, we do run a little risk of getting some hyper price growth like our Canadian counterparts. And as sexy as that might sound for those homeowners, it's not healthy. Those markets, they will experience some pain in the coming years. Now looking at this graph, I've placed arrows at all the points that were at the end of each calendar year. This graph represents month of supply. The lower the bar graph, the faster the pace, and the more pressure we will have on creating quick increases in prices in a much more competitive scenario. As you see, we are already very low when in comparison to recent years with a citywide average months of supply below 2. That's well into seller's territory. I have a feeling this is going to remain low, and 2022 will continue to see us with more people moving to our markets, more developers buying in our areas, and more investors placing their long-term bets on Greater Calgary with the high equity they built in their home from the markets they're in, and they may run our property values up. So as we nearly complete on our best year ever, I would like to wave the caution flag. This isn't over yet. There is some more hot markets to come. So buckle up, be ready. That's it. I hope that helped. You know, all of us at Redline, we're here to help you no matter what price, location type. And as I said, we've partnered with a brokerage across North America, giving us access to every major market. Think of us as your one-stop real estate shop. Thank you again for watching another market update video with us here at Redline Real Estate. It's been a pleasure. See you next month. Have an incredible Christmas season. Yes, I just said that. It's not that far away.